Hello guys, Mr. Danamon2050 here, welcome to another video, and in today's video guys I'm going to be bringing you some benchmarks, some gaming benchmarks with the GTX 770. This guys is a card around £225 in the UK, and it's a very respectable card from Nvidia. Now this card guys is, works very well in my system, and just give you a kind of rundown of my system. I have a quad-core i5 running at 3.2 GHz, 8GB of RAM running at 1600 MHz, and then a 240GB Mushkin SSD. They're kind of the core specs, and yeah, that SSD runs at about 400 plus megabytes on the read and also the write. Now starting off guys with Battlefield on Ultra. All these tests are on Ultra by the way guys at 1080p. Battlefield 4 we're able to get 69 frames per second. Very respectable with it being quite a new game, and yeah, Battlefield looks very nice in maximum settings, and to have 69 FPS on average you can definitely enable your VSync and have a very nice gaming experience. Moving on guys to Medal of Honor Warfighter. This is one of the games I kind of got free because of the failed kind of SimCity launch, but with maximum settings I am able to get 101 frames per second on average. This game looks nice in Ultra again, and yeah, I think it's nice that I can run it with over 100 frames per second and not have to worry about any frame rate drops when running to 60 FPS VSync clock turned on. So even if it does dip, it just won't matter because 101 frames is loads. So yeah, Medal of Honor is a nice game, and I like playing it, and to be able to get that many frames is just awesome. Moving on to Resident Evil 5 guys, on average you'll get 127 frames per second. I personally like Resident Evil 5, and to be able again to enable the VSync lock is genius. So 127 frames per second, and that one guys was actually recorded by actually running the benchmark that's actually built into the game. Moving on guys, Bioshock Infinite, quite a recent game, and yeah, 130 frames per second. One thing I realised is that with the old drivers I were only getting about 90 FPS, but now with the new ones, 130 FPS. This is on absolute maximum with 1080p like all the other tests, and I just think it's quite good that a game can run as well as it does, and comparing this runs that well on a GTX 770, and this game is actually optimised for AMD Radeon cards. I think the 770 does a really good job indeed. Now moving on to a more recent title guys, Titanfall. I'm able to get 77 frames per second with this, and yeah, 77 frames per second is very nice, and kind of shows the raw power of the 770. Titanfall is a Source Engine game, so it can be a little bit demanding at times. Now, I just want to say this was run at absolute maximum settings apart from the textures were on very high instead of the insane, because you do need 3 GB of graphic card memory, and the 770 doesn't have 3 GB. Some of the 770s are sold with 4 GB, but I got the 2 GB, so Now moving on guys to Metro Last Light, I was able to get 31.8 frames per second. This is a very demanding game, but from my tests, if you actually change the settings down from the Ultra to just the high setting, you're able to get just over 60 FPS, so you can definitely enable your VSync lock there. Now moving on to Minecraft guys, a lot of us do play Minecraft, and it's something that's quite big on the PC. I'm able to get 172 frames per second. It is a significant increase from what I got with a 760 a few months ago, which, for you guys that are curious, with a 760 you can get about 140 FPS on Minecraft, but yeah, with a 770 172 frames per second, and if you're playing minigames guys you actually get more, so yeah. Also Minecraft, if you put all the settings on low, you actually will get over 250 FPS, so that's all good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching my gaming benchmarks for the 770, and hopefully if you guys are thinking of getting the card, or thinking of upgrading your existing card, it's a very nice card which can deliver very good performance in games at 1080p, and also from my studies guys, it can definitely run games at 1600p as well as 1440p, so it's a very good card for the money, and in terms of price to performance it's very up there with the 760 as well. Once you move on to the 780 and stuff like the Titan, price performance seems to drop there, but yeah, the 770 is a very nice card, and if you're looking just to play games at 1080p, a very nice gaming experience, and you shouldn't be worried about your PC running the latest games. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.